Hello, everyone. Welcome to another prenatal nutrition class sponsored by Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies and the Florida Department of Health. My name is Chef Dulce Jimenez. I am a certified health coach and wellness chef, and I am here every week to support you in your healthy pregnancy journey. This is a series of classes about nutrition skills for a healthy pregnancy, and today the class is called Nutrition in Action. In action, we're going to go over and make sure that you understand that eating healthy doesn't have to be a burden. Nutritious food can be quick to make and fun to eat. It just takes a little bit of planning and a know-how. And the advantage is that I am a health coach, but I am also a chef. So I have been in the kitchen long enough, and I have a lot of tips and tricks that I can share with you throughout all these series of classes, and also in all my YouTube classes, which all my classes are recorded and are posted on my YouTube channel. So I urge you to go and take a look at all the classes. So let's review some ways to put our knowledge of nutrition in action. You have been here other weeks with me, and in this class, I want you to get simple and practical ways to incorporate good nutrition throughout your pregnancy, about 8 or more simple ways to eat more fruits and vegetables, how to snack smarter, and we're going to also touch food safety during pregnancy, which is a very important topic. What things you should be avoiding and the things that you should be really taking in consideration when preparing your meals. So before I continue or I start talking about the topic for tonight's class, during this time together, I want to remind you that I always focus all the classes on a holistic approach to wellness and to a healthy pregnancy. I focus on the 4 pillars of health, which are lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition. Lifestyle is how we live our lives. So it includes how we spend our time, including work, relaxation, sleep, the choices that you made every day for you and your baby. Exercise is how we move. It is about being physically active, which is vital for physical and mental health. Attitude is how we think. It is about keeping our minds healthy and maintaining a positive outlook. And nutrition is how we eat. It focuses on the body's intake of nutrients to foster optimal health. And mostly my classes are more about nutrition, obviously, but they all have other components like lifestyle, or also a little bit of attitude, more lifestyle and nutrition than exercise and attitude. But in some of them, like for example, happy food for happy moods, talk about the importance of eating healthy to have a positive attitude and a healthy and happy mood during your pregnancy. So, as I said before, eating healthy is easy, is fun, and it makes you feel excited about life and the way you start feeling. So when we eat, we don't tend to think in terms of proteins and carbs and fats. So some of my classes are more focused on nutrition, and I discuss all the proteins you need and the amounts of carbs and the best fats and all that. But in terms of the way we eat on a day-to-day, that's not the way we think, right? So we often eat whatever food is most convenient, like what we have on hand, like crackers and chips and candy, fast food, soda. And these convenient foods does provide you calories for energy, but they don't contain the good nutrients that you and your baby need to be healthy. In addition, many of these convenient foods contain chemical preservatives, sugar, and unhealthy fat. So eating on the run is a fact of modern life. Actually, it happens to me all the time as well. Many people eat one or more meals away from home every single day and don't have much time to cook when they are at home. So fortunately, you can eat healthy food without spending hours in the kitchen. It's proven, it's a given. I have done it, I have teach about it. I have improved people's life with some of these classes, on one of them that is very, very popular is the meal planning, which you can find in my YouTube channel as well. But nutritious food can be quick to make and fun to eat. And we're going to talk about some ways to get more healthy food into your daily life. So, you know, yes, it is a given. We need to spend a little bit of time in the kitchen, but it's worth it. The rewards that you get for you and your baby are worth it. So eat more fruits and vegetables, right? Even our grandma used to tell us that. So we need to eat more fruits and vegetables on our daily diet, because fruits and veggies are full of vitamin and fiber. Fiber is super important. I have a class just about fiber. And they impart flavor. They're flavorful. Fruits and vegetables are delicious. They also make meals more interesting. They are great for snacking. Unless you plan on smothering your broccoli in butter or a cheese sauce, you can eat all the veggies you want without worrying about weight gain or getting any side effects, because fruits and vegetables will not give you any side effects. So in fact, your body uses up most of the calories containing vegetables just by chewing and digesting them. Can you believe that? So once you already have your fruits and vegetables in your stomach, you have already burned the calories. So I will give you some ideas for getting more fruits and veggies into your daily life. So here's some simple ways to eat more fruits and vegetables. And I do that at home every week. It might take you, it might take you an hour. It might take you some time after coming from the groceries, doing your groceries. Take a little bit of time. My recommendation is to buy your groceries at a time that when you come home, you will have at least half an hour to 45 minutes to prepare your stuff and position your fruit and your veggies in a way that you're going to be eating them. So cut up carrots and broccoli, sweet peppers, and other raw vegetables and keep them in a sealed container in your refrigerator for quick snacks. Usually it's also useful to do this so you have them ready. Sometimes I even just quick steam them so they're pre-cooked. Yesterday I did a fried rice that had carrots and broccoli, and I had already chopped them and pre-steamed them, so they were not completely raw. So to make these fried rice, it took me like 5 minutes. So also, when you keep them in a sealed container in your refrigerator, you can snack on them. You can, nibble and colorful appetizer of raw veggies. You can eat it with hummus or yogurt for dipping. And even when you're making your dinner, or you can even make those or use those foods to make salads or to make other meals with them. So you can add veggies to all your dishes, like eggs in the morning. If you already have chopped peppers or onions or clean mushrooms, you can quickly make eggs with vegetables or a frittata or a omelette. You can make soups and pastas very quick. You just have to boil the pasta and then saute your vegetables with some herbs and a little bit of olive oil, and done. You have those things ready. You can even try substituting vegetables for things like pasta and rice. For example, zucchini noodles. And if you make like quinoa or cauliflower rice. So in addition to the added nutrition, you will add more color, more vibrancy, freshness, nutrition, crunch to your meals. And all those things make vegetables more appealing. And also your fruits. Today, I was cutting my hair and the lady was preparing with her husband on the phone a meal with shrimps. And she said, well, the only thing I think goes with shrimp is red peppers. And I said, no, you're going to grill shrimp. They're going to make shrimp skewers. And I told her you can put some red onions and pineapple and make a teriyaki sauce and grill it. And she was so excited. And she immediately called her husband, and her husband was buying the stuff in the supermarket to make the meal. And she just texted me a few minutes ago. She had no idea on how to make that food more vibrant, and it was amazing. She just combined some shrimp with red bell pepper, pineapple, red onion, and she sprinkled a teriyaki sauce and then some, cilantro. She loved it, and it was very simple to make. So that's the advantage of having your fruits and vegetables clean and prepared. You can use them for many, many dishes. Also, eat fruit for breakfast. You can slice a banana onto your cereal or into a cup of yogurt. That will add nutrition and make your morning meal more satisfying. And you start already eating fruit. I always have some frozen fruits. I buy them organic frozen, for example, strawberries and blueberries, which I use for smoothies or shakes, and also for oatmeal or quinoa or my yogurt. So when you buy them frozen, they're a little bit less expensive, and it will not spoil. So you have them on hand all the time. So color and crunch make fresh foods appealing. As I said before, you can lightly steam your vegetables for a couple of minutes rather than boiling them. Or it's like you just put a pot of boiling water with a little bit of salt, and you can just pass them through that boiling water for a minute, and that's it. Or you can put a steamer and steam them. You will preserve their color, their texture, and the nutritional value if you do not overcook foods like cauliflower and broccoli and carrots. So dress up your vegetables that you serve. Is very, you don't have to, load them with butter and cheeses and stuff like that, because you're defeating the purpose of eating more vegetables. And you cannot imagine how much flavor will give a squirt of lemon juice, sparkling of dried or fresh herbs, maybe sesame seeds on your broccoli, a bit of grated Parmesan cheese, or maybe feta cheese. Can make vegetables more appealing and delicious. Maybe sprinkle some walnuts. I toast my walnuts and I put some honey on top, and then I let that dry, and then I use those walnut with honey for my fruits or my breakfast, and also for my salads and my vegetables. Just simple, having lightly steamed broccoli with some Parmesan cheese, lemon juice, and honey walnuts. It makes such a big difference. So you can also eat your fruit for dessert. Sliced fruit in a fancy bowl is a healthy and elegant way to end a meal. Also, you sit down and enjoy it, maybe add some jam or nut butter, include citrus fruit in your fruit salad or add some lemon juice to prevent peaches and apples and other fruits from turning brown. I usually also do not mix a lot of fruits when I'm making fruit salads. I love fruit salad, but I try not to add like apples and bananas. If I do like a berry salad or a stone fruit salad, like nectarine or peaches, plum together, or just, blueberries, strawberries. So usually it's the same. If I make a salad with apples, it's usually, apples and some citrus and maybe pineapple. But usually I do not put banana in any of my fruit salad because banana gets mushy and brown and it's not that appetizing. So also when you eat fruit for dessert, you're getting that sweet satisfaction without eating junk or putting a lot of sugars and flours and oils and things in your body. Okay. So also, the best ways to eat more fruits and vegetables is to keep them accessible at all the times. I see some of my clients that they buy their fruits and vegetables and they dump them in a drawer in the bottom of the refrigerator. There's no way you will find them and they will get spoiled, definitely. It is easier to grab them as snack when you see them. Place your whole fruits and vegetables in your kitchen counter because many fruits and veggies keep well outside the fridge. You have to keep apples and bananas separated and away from other fruits and vegetables because they have this, I don't know if it's a chemical or a gas or something that spoil other vegetables and fruits that are close to them. So also have them cut up and clean, ready to eat in your fridge. It's easy when you open your refrigerator and they're already ready to eat. You just grab them and you can take them in your little cooler, have a little cooler, a little bag that when you go out, you can fill it up. I always have a little bag and I fill it up with water, at least 1 or 2 fruits, maybe some nuts, and I have my snacks to go. So before they get spoiled, make fresh tomato salsa, make a hummus, make homemade dressings to enjoy your vegetables daily and avoid spoilage because you can use your vegetables for so many things. Even you can make some water with flavor to cook later with the same water. So sometimes I put chicken bones and leftover vegetables and I just put it to boil in water and you let it boil in there for an hour and you have a stock to cook. So the vegetables are so amazing that you can use it for so many things. Even when they are almost dying, you can take advantage of them. So make small changes. Focus on making small changes instead of feeling like you must make big changes and be overwhelmed. This is not the time to be overwhelmed when you're pregnant. And I promise you that even little changes can add up to a healthier diet. It really adds up. A little bit goes a long way. For example, choose a more nutritious yogurt. If you are a fan of fruit flavored yogurt, try switching to a vanilla or best of all plain. It's possible organic, and you add your fresh fruits to it, and you slice banana or berries or peaches or pear. You can top it off with nuts or a spoonful of wheat germ or flaxseed or a high fiber cereal. You will eat less sugar and more vitamins, protein, and fiber. So be a better baker. If you like to bake, If you make muffins, cookies, or other baked treats at home, substitute whole grain flour for half of the white flour in each recipe. Try substituting natural sweeteners such as honey or fruit juice concentrate for sugar, or look for recipes that use whole grains and honey instead of white flour and white sugar. You can also add nuts and seeds to boost the protein in the treats you make. I just made an amazing bread pudding. I love, love, love bread pudding. And I made it with whole wheat baguette, and I added some walnuts and honey and raisins. And of course, you know, it has eggs and it has milk, but I buy everything organic and it has no other artificial ingredient. I made it with organic brown coconut sugar, and is amazing. And you just eat a small portion. So use flax seeds and flaxseed oil. Flax is a good source of fiber. You can sprinkle a teaspoon or two of flaxseed oil or ground flaxseed on salads or vegetables, or mix it into your yogurt. Start, you know, adding little things that will add up. And flaxseed is one of them. So eating out is a great way to spend time with friends and loved ones, right? But for most people, often results in overeating and making unhealthy choices. So with a little know-how and planning, you can eat in restaurants without sacrificing good nutrition. Even fast food restaurants nowadays have healthy choices on the menu. And thanks to the pressure from consumers who want better choices, we have been making this industry to make these changes. So try some of these tips and enjoy good nutrition when eating out. Like, if you know where you're eating, look at the menu ahead of time. I will say 99% of the restaurants will have their menu online. They include healthier options on their menus. Order these entries and skip the calorie-laden sauces and side dishes. Many restaurants even have nutritional information available on their website. I don't want you to go crazy, but simple swaps will really make a big difference. For example, order a salad with your meal or make a meal out of a salad. Many restaurants, including fast food establishments, offer salads or have a salad bar. Skip the croutons or bacon bits or heavy dressings, and instead sprinkle your salad with sunflower seeds, along with olive oil, lemon juice, or vinegar. If you have your choice of greens, order romaine or spinach for more vitamins and fiber. And as for whole grain breads in your sandwiches, skip the mayonnaise or special sauces, and ask for extra lettuce or tomatoes and other vegetables. So drink water or milk instead of soda, ladies. You know, that's always one of my pet peeves, you know. Soda is really not good. It doesn't give you absolutely anything. On the contrary, taking from your body. So also notice the portions. If portions are large, share a meal with your dining partner, or eat half and take the other half for home for the next day's dinner. You know, restaurants gives a huge portion. Like, with a restaurant portion, 4 people can eat a normal portion. You will enjoy 2 nights without cooking for the price of 1 restaurant meal. So choose meat, poultry, or fish that is grilled or broiled, not fried or sauté, because they really put a lot of oils and you know, yeah, and some seasonings have MSG, which we don't want in our body neither, which is monosodium glutamate. We talk about another class about that. Also, ask your waiter about nutritious alternatives to the items shown on the menu. You know, most people are very cool with making changes and adapting. And even more when they see that you're pregnant and you're trying to eat better. they're sometimes they're more accommodating. So a knowledgeable waiter can help you make healthy food choices and will tell the kitchen how you want your food prepared. Remember, which restaurants have the healthy choices when you want to return to them when eating out, so you can start making your own list. I just discovered that my favorite shake, I ordered a shake next to the gym that I go, and it was so sweet. So I asked them, what is it that you put in them? Because I feel everything, I read the ingredients and everything was healthy, but they were putting 5 dates when I only put 1 in my shake, and I was like, oh my goodness, 5 dates? No. So now they know me and they only put 1 date. So it's still healthy, but it's very sweet. So those are things that when you're conscious and aware, you can change very quickly and ask for accommodations. So snacking smarter. Finally, this is really something that is super easy and makes sense, but usually is difficult. We grab, if we have, potato chips, or if we have junk food in the house, we grab whatever junk food we have for snacks. So the first thing that I will tell you is not to bring junk food for snacking, because I am guilty of that all the time. If I have chocolate in front of the counter, I will go for the chocolate. If I have, my husband loves potato chips, and although I get the best one, if I eat the whole bag, it's not great. It has a lot of sodium and fat. So I bring my healthy snacks all the time and try not to bring anything that, if I eat it all, will harm you. I used to even divide it. I used to buy the bags of chips, even they were better chips, but I will divide in little snack bags and measure them. I'm not asking you to do that, but at that time I was very overweight and I needed to lose almost 100 pounds. So I went to that stream because I love snacking. It's my favorite topic, snack. So during pregnancy, a smart snack is one that contains at least 3 grams of fiber, 3 grams of protein, and healthy fat. So you can read the label and make sure you get 3 grams of fiber, 3 grams of protein, and healthy fat, a very minimum amount of sugar. And when talking about minimum is 6 grams or less, which is very difficult, ladies. I'm going to tell you that now. It's very difficult to find any snack out there that has 8 or 6 grams of sugar only, added sugars. Avoid snacks that contain high fructose corn syrup, artificial dyes and colorings, and unhealthy additives. Here's some smarts. I'm going to give you some smart snack suggestions to get you started. So all this list here: baby carrots dip in hummus, apple slices dip in nut butter. I love bananas with almond butter, and then I put little pieces of walnuts or pecans on top of of the almond butter, and I eat that, and it's so delicious. And if you like a little bit of like saltiness in your dessert, which I love, I sprinkle a little bit of Himalayan pink salt on top of on top of it. Is like sweet and salty. It's amazing. I also slice apples and sprinkle with a little bit of salt and lemon juice if I want another salty and sweet treat. Whole grain cereals or also whole oats with yogurt and fruits, string cheese and a piece of fruit, cottage cheese and fruit, and also nuts, pita bread with hummus, rice cakes with peanut butter or almond butter, or even sunflower butter or cashew butter. Nowadays, there's so many butters out there. Before it was only peanut butter, now there's so many. You can put a banana or some pieces of apples or peaches. Parmesan cheese melted on a slice of whole grain bread. Celery stick with nut butter. That's not my favorite, but a lot of people like that. And ends on a log is like the celery sticks with the nut butter and some raisins. I never liked that, but if you like it, go for it. Cherry tomatoes with cheese cubes, or cherry tomatoes with some basil and some Parmesan cheese and a little bit of balsamic. That will be like a caprese, which is amazing. Homemade oatmeal raisin cookies, which is super easy to make. There's so many recipes out there. And if you put in Google, healthy homemade oatmeal raisin cookies, you will get so many. Or, make your own raw cookies at home, and or eat raw almonds or pecans and with a little bit of honey, or with a date. Just eating a date with some nuts is an amazing treat. Dates are so sweet. I love dates, and you can stuff them with a little bit of nut butter and eat it with a nut. So yeah, hopefully all this inspire you. So now let's go quickly to talk about food safety during pregnancy. This is a very important topic because food safety is vital for everyone, but especially for pregnant women and their unborn babies. We're gonna look a little closer at, food safety during pregnancy. So, okay, I don't think you can see the slides. Awesome. Let's see. Okay. So why food safety is so important? Because when disease-causing bacteria, viruses, or parasites contaminate food, they can trigger foodborne illness, often called food poisoning. And according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 48 million people, or 1 of every 6 people, get foodborne infections each year. So what happened is that we don't hear about it, but 48 million people get infected, and sometimes we don't even know we have it. So of those 128 million people, no, 128,000 are hospitalized, and 3,000 die from their foodborne illnesses every year. So pregnant women are at high risk of developing food poisoning because pregnancy affects their immune system's ability to fight foodborne infections. And the immune system is made up of a network of cells, tissues, and organs that work together to protect the body against infectious organisms and other invaders. And is protecting you and protecting your baby, not only you. So really, really important to consider food safety when you're cooking at home and when you're eating out. So foodborne illness is a sickness that occurs when people eat or drink harmful microorganism, a bacteria or a parasite or a viruses, or chemical contaminants found in some foods or drinking water. Symptoms may vary, but may include, stomach pain, headaches. It could give you like some kind of, itchy or body aches, diarrhea, fever, And sometimes you just may not feel well, but you can't pinpoint what is it. And sometimes you may not even feel sick, but whether you feel sick or not, you can still pass the illness to your unborn child without even knowing it. Because sometimes when you're pregnant, you tend to feel, not well. You can confuse those symptoms. And it could be a foodborne illness and you not knowing. You may think that is a normal way of feeling because you're pregnant and you're tired or something. So pregnant women and their unborn child are especially at risk for illnesses caused by Listeria, which is a monocytokine genes, and Toxoplasma gondii. The infection caused by these two organisms can pass to an unborn child, even if the mother doesn't show signs of infection. And in some countries, we have it already in our genes, like in Dominican Republic, every person has toxoplasmosis and they don't even know it. Is the Toxoplasma gondii. So Listeria is a harmful germ found in many foods, including ready-to-eat refrigerated foods like deli meats and unpasteurized raw milk. And such foods are as soft cheeses made with unpasteurized milk. It can also be found on produce harvested from soil contaminated with it. So there's many ways that the food can get contaminated and we're not aware of it. Listeria can cause a disease called listeriosis. So every year, about 3,000 Americans become ill with listeriosis. It's 1 out of 5 cases could even result in death. So, and I don't want to scare you guys, but about 1/3 of listeriosis cases happen during pregnancy. Listeriosis can cause miscarriage, premature delivery, stillbirth, and serious sickness or death for a newborn baby. And because these foodborne illnesses sometimes are not reported because people don't know it, or they think that a food from a junk food or from a package will not be contaminated. Sometimes they are contaminated. These things go unnoticed and noticed, and people can really get sick from them and cause all these things. And then it's very difficult to pinpoint back to how this came about, how this happened. So Toxoplasma gondii is a parasite found in many food sources, including raw or undercooked meat, unwashed fruits and vegetables, contaminated water, dust, and soil, as well as cat litter boxes and other areas where cats may leave their waste. It can cause hearing loss, blindness, and brain damages in babies. Other organisms that can cause food poisoning, including Salmonella, Campylobacter, and E. coli, which also may lead to health complications for pregnant women, unborn babies, and newborns. And I wanted to, remind you that nowadays we go everywhere with our phones. These phones, we take it to the bathroom, we put it next to the toilet, we put it in the floor, we put it in the counters when you are in a public bathroom. And then we carry in our hands, and then we go and eat, and then we touch ourselves, and the kids. So we get to be very aware of that and cleaning our phone every single day, ladies. High level of hygiene is important when you are pregnant. because you're not only taking care of yourself now, you're responsible of a new life and your baby. And I don't want to scare you. I just want to give you the information because knowledge is power. And the good news is that choosing and preparing food safely will help you avoid getting food poisoning. Okay, and making sure that you are washing your vegetables in water and vinegar, and you're putting it under running water. You are, or you can buy a product that is already prepared for cleaning fruits and vegetables. Very important. When you're eating out, although I said to, eat salads, I prefer you to eat cooked vegetables. Or if you eat salads out, make sure you know that the restaurant has good hygiene. It's a restaurant that you trust, that you have eaten before there. And also, do not eat absolutely anything that is raw or partially cooked or, unpasteurized. Those things are super important. Make sure all your food is well cooked. And we're going to share a food safety handout at the end of the class. And if you are looking or watching this video on my YouTube channel, ask me for the handout and I will send it to you gladly. Also, you can go to Food Safety for Mom to Be at a Glance. It is in the FDA.gov website. And you can find there listeria from Food Safety for Moms to Be, and you can see more information on all of this. I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you to be freaking out, but I want you to be educated because, again, knowledge is power. So that is all for today. I'm going to leave you with this snack that you can easily make at home. A cup of organic Greek plain yogurt with a tablespoon of maple syrup, and you can add some peanut butter or almond butter. I prefer almond butter or sunflower butter, and with a dash of cinnamon, a touch of cocoa powder, and you combine everything in a bowl and whip it with a spoon for about a minute, and you can serve it with apples or bananas, or even you can also freeze it a little bit and eat it like an ice cream. Also, I invite you to journaling. What are you taking these sessions for? What you will do this week to ensure you're eating more fruits and vegetables, and practicing listening to your body and being aware of the food that you choose and the things that you eat. Set up a goal, and I hope that these classes inspire you and educate you, and hope to see you soon again in my YouTube channel or live here in Zoom. Good night, everyone. Take good care of yourself.